Hello everybody, welcome. Misconceptions of Mapletree Industrial Trust you need to know. As followers of this channel should know, I'm a big fan of MIT. I bought a whole bunch of MIT for the last 15 months when everybody was shorting the hell out of REITs. I bought a whole bunch. I got a whole bunch of criticisms and comments saying that I'm stupid. I got a very famous YouTuber who came in to insult me and say some nonsense. Whatever, I don't care, but I'm happy to see now I'm getting a whole bunch of capital returns, and I'm gonna be very happy with the dividends paid out for the next few years. Actually, I don't intend to sell anything unless the prices go to like $2.80, $3. But in the meantime, here's a comment and a question on the channel, and I thought I'll just share my thoughts on this question with everybody, all the followers in this channel. Don't worry if you leave a question and I think I would comment on it in the public. I will not leave your name out so nobody knows it's you. So everybody is anonymous. Don't worry about your privacy. So the question is, MIT is usually based on industrial property where each building lasts 20, 30, 40 years unlike the malls. Do you see that as an issue? My short answer is no, N-O, no. But let's talk about it, why. And I'll just clarify a few misconceptions about MIT. Because when I first started investing in this REIT a long time ago, I thought this was a topic of interest. But I researched a lot. I realized that this is a complete misconception. So let me just share this thing with everybody. The first thing is that the MIT's properties do not have short land expiries. They don't. This is a mathematical factor, and this is extracted from the annual report profile as of March 2023. This is in black and white, so it's not like I did it myself. This is all based on hard facts and data, not some garbage from the internet. This is from the annual report. You can just download it and read it for yourself. The weighted average lease is 35 years. This is not short at all, man. This is not short. This is not like some other REITs, industrial REITs in Singapore. I'm sure you guys know which ones they are. Like 15, 10, 20 years of lease expiries left. This guy is 35 years. And look at it. A bunch of it, 60% of it is actually freehold. And of course, these are the stuff in US, the data centers that we all understand. But even if you assume that everything over here is Singapore properties, you also see that the Singapore properties do not have short land leases. They do not have short land leases. Why? Look at it over here. It's over here. A whole chunk. If you assume everything over here is US and everything over here is Singapore, then you see actually 18% of this stuff has 40 to 50 years left. It's not 30 years. It's not 20 years. It's like 40 to 50 years left. So even if you're looking at Singapore's properties in MIT's portfolio, they do not have short land expiries. They do not have short land expiries. There are short expiry stuff though over here. That's 13% of the portfolio, like 10% here and 4% here. Well, it's inevitable. There are gonna be stuff that the MIT has that has shorter expiries. But if you look at what it's done, and talk about it subsequently, they've been very smartly divesting stuff with short expiries and rebalancing their portfolios. But I'll talk about it subsequently. And if you want to have more information, just check out the MIT's IPO prospectus in 2010. Yes, 2010. 13 years ago. Go and dig the data and read. Look at the portfolio that they had at the IPO. The business parks, land expiry 2068. 2068, and then over here a bunch of stuff, 2068, and some stuff 2040s. Okay, these are the stuff with shorter expiries. And then go through the next 4 pages of the profiles of the properties at IPO, and you can get a very good sense of why. Actually, there's a big misconceptions of MIT's Singapore properties. They do not have short land expiries. It's just that they are beneficiaries because they bought all these properties like way back when the policies were like the underlying expiries were much longer. And recently, in recent years, because of concerns about rising rents and stuff, the authorities stepped in, changed the rules, and therefore you have short expiries from here onwards. But for those in the past, which MIT has bought way before and inherited, this stuff actually is very long expiries. So that's the first misconception. MIT do not have short land expiries for the properties. Number 2, okay, now this is what I'm talking about. See, this is the new thing. GLS is 30 years for new industrial sites. But if you think about it, right, if you're concerned about this thing here, I've already shown you that MIT do not have short land expiries for their existing portfolio. So if you're concerned about this thing over here about 30 years, then it's only a concern if you think MIT is going to buy more industrial properties in Singapore going forward. Because I already showed you in clear numbers that they do not have short land expiry properties in the existing portfolio. So if you're concerned about this thing here, then you're only concerned if they're going to buy more industrial stuff in Singapore. But they're not likely to do that because I already told you in very clear English in the annual reports that they're looking for investment properties in key data center markets in Asia and Europe, meaning Japan, Europe, and of course the US, right? And all this stuff do not have short land expiries. So this concern about short land expiries and for industrial properties do not apply at all for MIT. They do not have a short land expiries in their existing portfolio. They are not intending to buy anything with short expiries in the Japan, Europe, US. So this thing, just forget it. It's not even a concern at all. Alright. Lastly, in fact, this is an opportunity. Why? Because they're gonna rebalance their portfolio. They're gonna just sell off all those stuff with short land expiries where the decay is fast and therefore blah blah. And given the fact that the industrial properties in Singapore are still very, very hotly sought after, where the yields are very, very short, you can see there's a plenty of portfolio rebalancing opportunities. Just sell all those short expired Singapore properties and very tight property yields and get all the money and buy long duration data centers in especially Japan, where the yield spreads are still very, very positive. So go and check out the latest acquisition of data centers in Japan. Check out what the yield spreads are. They're incredible in this era of tight property spreads. Look at the properties in Australia. Some of those stuff are trading at negative yield spreads. So I think there's still probably plenty of opportunities for MIT to rebalance their portfolio. In fact, in 2024, where I expect to collect a whole bunch of dividends from my MIT holding, I'll be looking to see how active the manager rebalances their portfolio. I expect them to sell a whole bunch of assets in Singapore, maybe like $500-800 million worth of assets. I rebalance into data centers in the US, Japan, Europe, and subsequently become more and more into a data center driven REIT, and therefore driving a revaluation in their price to book and the expected yield spreads. So that's it for this very short video. I hope I clarify all the issues and complete misconceptions about the short leases for MIT. Alright, thank you.